The distinct sound of wolves howling isn't something most of us hear very often, if at all. Wolves are endangered and misunderstood. Considered a keynote species, they are essential to maintaining a balanced ecosystem.
Wolves in general are so endangered because there's so much misinformation out there about them. You think about what you've grown up with. Little Red Riding Hood, Three Little Pigs, werewolf movies. They all portray wolves as the big bad wolf, when in reality, they're not like that at all. They're actually very shy. They want nothing to do with people. They run away from people in the wild. And the reason that's so important is because if you fear something, you don't conserve it, right? You don't want to protect it.
Regina Massotti is the Director of Animal Care and Conservation at the Endangered Wolf Center in Eureka, Missouri. Founded 50 years ago by zoologist Marlin Perkins and his wife Carol, the Wolf Center has nurtured captive-born packs of red wolves, Mexican wolves, maned wolves, and African painted dogs. Restoring the wolf population in the wild is the mission of the center.
We just built 2 new breeding habitats for the endangered American red wolf. That's actually the most endangered wolf in the world. There's only less than 20 left in the wild. And our goal of those new habitats is to help breed the American red wolf and raise wolves that will be successful when they're released into the wild to help that species grow.
The enclosures minimize interaction with humans. The goal is for the wolves to remain shy and fearful of people, which increases their ability to survive in the wild.
We are so excited because we are about to take 2 American red wolves to the wild in North Carolina.
The center recently released 2 adult red wolves at a federally protected wildlife refuge.
We had a local donor supply the plane that we were able to fly with the wolves and keep an eye on them, make sure they're safe the whole time. When we landed, we worked with U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to put radio tracking collars on them so the biologists on the ground could help keep them safe and keep an eye on them. And we actually got to release them into the wild, into their new homes, and it was just one of the coolest experiences that I have ever had working here. And I'm so proud of the Endangered Wolf Center for their work on helping to save this national treasure.
The center has been successful introducing fostered Mexican pups into established packs in the wild.
And what that means is we actually work with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the state agencies in New Mexico and Arizona to take pups that are born here, and we actually foster them, sneak them into wild dens so that wild parents can raise them as their own, teach them all those important skills, how to stay away from people, how to hunt for dinner, how to defend their territory. It was such a creative conservation tool of essentially looking at that behavior and seeing, okay, they are so nurturing. Let's see if they'll take care of somebody else's pups. And sure enough, they do. We have to do it before the pups are about 2 weeks old when they're in that bonding period. And so when we're taking these pups down there, they are itty bitty. I mean, like potato-sized puppies. Their ears are closed, their eyes are closed. We only take part of the litter, and Mom keeps part of the litter here.
The Endangered Wolf Center plans to open a new veterinary and nutrition center in the near future. The center offers in-person, group, and virtual tours. For information, visit their website at endangeredwolfcenter.org.